Hi everyone, my name is Krista from the DPW Environmental Division. Today I'm going to be talking to you all about owls. Owls are some of my favorite animals because they have lots of special adaptations or things that make them unique and help them live in their environment. Do you know what kind of animal an owl is? Owls are birds. This means that they are their own special kind of animal. There's one thing about owls and birds in general that make them special. Do you know what that is? Yes, they can fly, but so can bats, which are mammals like us, and so can insects. They have feathers. Feathers are something unique to birds and is how birds fly. The last animals to have feathers were actually dinosaurs millions of years ago, so birds are kind of like dinosaurs. That's pretty neat, right? Many owls here in Germany are different from those found in other parts of the world, such as in the United States. Let's take two common owl species found in Germany: the uhu, or the European eagle owl, and the Waldkauz, or the tawny owl. These are two different kinds of birds. You can tell by their size, their color, and even their sound that they're different. Did you know different kinds of birds sound different from each other? This means that the nearly 10,000 species of birds in the world all sound a little different. Let's listen to hear what these particular owls sound like. What do you think the uhu sounds like? What about the Waldkauz? Whoa, that sounds really different, doesn't it? One of the first things we talk about when we hear about owls is that they're out at nighttime. This is called being nocturnal. How do owls get to be so good at navigating around at nighttime? They have really great senses. Let's go over our senses really quickly. We have sight, we have hearing, we have smell, we have taste, and we have touch. Owls have a great sense of sight and hearing, helping them navigate in the night. The big eyes on an owl are so large because more light needs to enter into their eye for them to see better in the dark. Their eyes are so big that owls actually have extra bones in their face to hold their eyes into their head. These extra bones make it impossible for owls to move their eyes around like we can. So rather, they have the amazing ability to turn their head up to 270 degrees to look around. That's pretty far around. Since owls spend most of their time awake at night, they have to rely also on other senses to navigate and to eat, especially their hearing. Owls have ear holes in different positions on each side of their head, so they can tell exactly where their prey is while they're in flight. Even the smallest critter running through the forest can be picked up by the owl's ears. You might be wondering how they can sneak up on something as quick as a mouse, for example. Let's try a little experiment. I'm going to take this big white feather, the feather of a swan, and I want you to listen carefully if you can hear any noise. Did you hear a whooshing sound? Swans are big birds and they make a lot of noise when they fly. But what about owls? This is an owl feather. So let's listen to hear if we hear any noise from the owl feather. Could you hear anything? Owls have a special adaptation specific to their feathers that help them stay silent when they fly. They have a fine layer of small feathers, like velvet, that muffles the sound of them flying through the air. Why do owls need to be so silent when they fly? To catch their prey. Their ability to have silent flight allows them to easily sneak up on animals. Owls eat rodents and other small mammals or birds, but these small animals are also filled with lots of tiny bones, not exactly nutritious or tasty to eat. Because of this, owls need to find a way to get rid of those little bones. So what do? They spit up what's called an owl pellet filled with the fur and tiny bones of the animal they ate. Biologists can collect these owl pellets and dissect them, or take them apart, to find out the kinds of animals the owls are eating. This is important because when we know what the owls like to eat, we know what kinds of animals that need to be around or protected to help protect owls. Where do owls have their babies? Owls nest in cavities or holes in trees, tangled tree branches, barns, or other similar structures. They use sticks and branches to make large nests big enough for at least 3 big owl babies. You can tell the difference between an adult owl and a baby owl because of the special downy feathers found on the babies. This down isn't the full-grown feathers of an adult, meaning it can't yet fly. The 2 biggest factors affecting owls in a big way are habitat loss and use of pesticides in agriculture. Habitats are places where owls sleep, eat, and live their daily life, so protecting these places is important. And since owls can eat food in agricultural areas that might be sprayed with pesticides, they can too be negatively affected. One of the best things we can do to help owls is tell a friend or family member all the cool things that you've learned about owls. The Cornell Lab of Ornithology has a bunch of live cameras of owl nests and other bird nests, and we recommend you check out the live cams to watch the owl's behavior and maybe get a glimpse at a baby owl or 2. Thanks so much for joining me today. I hope you had fun learning about owls, and I'll see you next time.